Okay, so we're here at Tom and Marsha King's house, and we're going to be doing a fish room tour. This Tom, you really just do the fish. Your wife is kind of into it, but this is really your stuff.
Pretty much.
Okay, so Tom breeds a lot of things. He's he's a really good breeder, and I just wanted to do a tour of his fish room, and I guess fish rooms, because you have tanks all over the place. But I want to begin here with these black rams. Look at these guys. So why don't you just tell the people, like, how you keep them, how you breed them, all that stuff.
Okay, these black rams came from my friend Tom Mueller over on the East Coast. They originally come from Israel. They like 84 degree water. They like very low TDS, means around 100 TDS, or total dissolved solids in the water. I mix the water 50% RO, 50% tap, and that gives me about between 95 to 120. I do water change on them about every 3 days. I do 50 to 60% every 3 days to get them to breed. If I don't want them to breed, I'll change the water maybe once a week, and they won't breed unless I start doing water changes. Okay. These guys have spawned 3 times for me now, and I do have about 20 black babies, but they're not here.
But they're just normally harder to breed than your average ram.
They're a lot harder to breed. They're a lot meaner than the average ram. A lot of people end up losing the female because the male just kills her. Flat out just kills her. So yeah, it's an expensive hobby to do blacks.
And then you get another pair in here, right?
Yep.
Or do you have
this is older. I got 2 pairs. Actually, I have 3 pairs, but the one pair I got broke up because he's a little mean.
Oh, okay.
To his female. So these are a little bit older. These are about 6 months older than the first batch.
Yeah, and you can see that in size too.
Yep.
What's the max size that these guys get?
This one here is pretty close to max size. Maybe the male might get maybe another 1/4 of an inch, and that's it.
Wow.
These are half black angels. I got them a while ago, and I've successfully bred them many times. These are actually F3s. They have spawned a couple of times in this tank for me, and I have a few fry from them from the last spawn, but they're not. They're very skittish and shy fish. They normally don't eat when you got a light on them, and they normally won't come to you. But half black angels are very difficult to breed and get half black fry. Usually you'll get a lot of silvers and a lot of half blacks that only have a little bit of a black back end.
And so I remember you telling me this earlier, but out of you said 300 fry, how many will be actually this kind of half black color?
Well, a good amount would be 1/3 would be half black fry.
But it can be way less than that sometimes.
It can be way less than that, and that all depends upon your food and your water quality.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Okay, those guys are a cross between a longfin male blue ram and a female that has the longfin gene but was not longfin herself. There's also what's called golden tuxedo sailfin sword babies in there. You can see on the rams that there are some gold already showing up in them by looking at the one on the top and the back. See that one's a gold. There's several other golds in there, so there's going to be a mixture. My hope is that they all or most will come out long fins. Okay, these are gold longfin rams, and there's a black female ram in there with them. Gold rams were used in originally generating the black, so what I'm hoping is that the gold female will breed with a black male, and I can get longfin black rams, which that would be really cool. In this tank there are 3 albino Dantham angels. There's 8 Altums. 4 of them are Apodolo and 4 of them are Orinco. There's also, you can see the gold right in front there. That is one of the fry generated that came out of the black ram breeding.
Which one? Is it the...
This one right there, and this one right there. Any of the golds in there that are not long fin come from the black ram breeding.
And have you ever tried breeding the some of the Ultim Angels?
I have bred Ultim Angels in the past, but those pairs that I had before I got rid of like 15 years ago, and since then they haven't really. These are actually young. These are only about a year old, actually. And the albino dantums are very strange and weird. Their breeding habits are not really well known. You can get a pair that'll breed today and then won't breed for years. And you can try to increase the temperature, lower the temperature, increase your water changes, and for some reason, you know, they don't, it's not one of the angels that'll breed. Like most of your domesticated angels will breed most every other week, somewhere between 10 and 14 days. But these guys, they just, whenever they feel like it, there's no special time, no special temperature. You can take the temperature from anywhere from 76 to 88 with these guys. Doesn't affect them. We have Ultim Angels and wild Tiffany Green Discus.
Are the Ultims wild too?
Ultims are wild too. There's a pair of hybrid rams. The female, they're bred with a German female and an electric blue male. But the male ram in here, when I had electric blue Acaras in here breeding, the male electric blue Acara killed the male ram's one eye.
Oh yeah.
So you can find the electric blue Acara. She's probably in the back hiding. Albino veil angels, they came out of albino pearl scale angels. Some of the fry are not pearl scale. But if you breed them together, you will get pearl scale babies. This is half black blue.
And you can see the blue on the head there.
Yeah, these come from a guy in Florida. The female that you're looking at right there, daddy was a half black veil. Mommy was a veil pearl scale albino. I'm crossing her with a half black veil male to try and see if I can get the pearl scale into the half black.
So this is, yeah, you're telling me this is like your new project.
Yep, this is a project.
How long ago have you started?
I've got one spawn from them. I had wigglers, and then the wigglers all died before they started free swimming. So I'm waiting for the second spawn.
How long ago was the first spawn?
About 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So soon should be happening.
Soon it should be happening again.
Okay. And we have, what are these, some koi? Guppies?
Yeah, these are A-grade koi.
A-grade.
Yep.
And is that
that's the highest grade for koi.
And what standards are you using for the koi?
These come from Thailand. Those are half black blue. The string came from Steve Halter about a year ago.
These guys.
Those are half black blues down there. So you want to just go to the pair of veiled half black angels.
Alright, so baby electric blues.
Baby electric blue Acaras and baby half black angels in the back. That's from the pair on the left that you just saw.
How old are the angel fry? They're not. Well, they're pretty big.
Those are about 4 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like to say fry, but they're pretty well sized already.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay. The next is blue-green guppies.
And just
That's another breeding project. It's a half black veil female with a silver pearl scale with a half black gene male. They're hiding behind the slate.
Alright, so you have some bigger acaras down there.
Big and chunky that female is. Oh
And all these are just, what kind of guppies are these?
The first tank of guppies, those are black Moscow.
And
The second tank is green Moscow.
and is there anything in here? Or
The last tank is Stan Sheball's Blues. Stan Sheball is the world-renowned person who basically set the standards for the IFGA guppies.
Okay, so you got, is this personally from him?
I got them after he passed away
Oh, okay.
from people that his wife asked to help
Yeah,
distribute the guppies throughout people in the world. Okay, these are acrylic tanks. I made them. They're either almost 3 gallons or 2.5 gallons. I made it into a central filtration system for 2 purposes. One, for the main control of ammonia, and the second is very easy to clean because all you do is shut off the pump, siphon out the stuff on the bottom, and keep going.
And this is just all
Purple
Moscows.
American purples, pretty much it there.
Alright.
Just got rid of the male in this one. These are half black reds. I've got 3 drops. I had 3 females in here. So I received a drop from each female, so I really didn't need the original parents anymore. I have plenty of fry to raise up. I'm
Nice.
going to have to start separating them out soon.
Okay.
The oldest ones, you can already tell what's going to be a male and what's going to be a female.
Right.
The original females was the one right there in front. She was the first female to drop fry, and if you could tell by her body that she's not really so-called true half black, because for it to be a half black, the 60% of the body has to be half black. So you could tell if you look at the larger fry in there, the ones that are black are going to be males. The ones that don't have any black on them are going to be females. The next is half black yellows. Again, I had a trio, and the male and 1 female jumped out.
Oh.
And I was left with 1 female, and thank heavens that she did drop fry.
Yeah.
So again, I have to raise the fry up and pick out the best and start breeding with them.
And this tank is...
That tank is a different strain of half black blues from my friends up in Michigan, Tim and Gary. That one also will give you some green, half black green out of them. The last guys are blues from D. Gray. Again, I have to separate out the parrots for my breeding stock, and everything else raise up for a sellable size, and then hopefully sell them. The next 2 tanks are just swordtails that I've been working on that are been trying to make a koi wag sword.
Right, and here...
The next one has white albino swordtails, and 1 tuxedo sailfin swordtail fry unit. These are red sailfin swords.
The red is strong. I like it.
Yeah. And
And
then down here is your winners. These are called golden tuxedo sailfin swords.
the fins on these guys are really long. And they're huge too. I like the but I really like that male right there. Fins is, oh yeah, really nice. Nice big Amazon sword too. It's some Java moss.
Yep.
Alright. Some more angels.
In here are half black genotype. They're actually fry from some of my pairs. that I decided to try to keep mostly because they have, some of them have pearl scale. And again, I'm trying to breed that pearl scale into my half blacks.
Cool. And on the bottom?
Bottom is red wag swords that used to be red wag sailfin swords. So I've thrown in some sailfin fry that are green with red saddles to try and get the red wag sailfin back.
Now you also do a ton of koi, and that's one of your businesses, right?
Correct. Koi for Keeps is my business. I do koi ponds, sell koi, do filterization systems, UV systems.
Do you breed koi as well?
I used to breed koi, but I just don't have the time anymore.
Oh, okay. So you just keep what you have?
Yeah, well, I import koi every year.
Oh, I
Usually
see.
2 to 3 times a year.
Where do you import from?
I import from Japan. I bring in 3 to 6,000 koi every year.
Wow.
And then this is my aquaponics system. A lot of people, when I first started it, told me that you can't do aquaponics with koi, but I've proven them wrong, that you can have good colored fish and not have to have tilapia or catfish that you eat. So you can do aquaponics with your koi pond if you want.
And the green onion there.
The green onion and spinach.
Nice. And spinach.
Yep, I got it. Time to replant. I've been pulling plants out. Anything that likes water, manila lettuce, kale, spinach, tomatoes, green beans. I've had long beans in there that reach almost 3 feet.
Wow.
So it's really good. They grow real fast. Once it takes about a week before they take a hold, and then once they take a hold, it's, you know, start harvesting. And these guys are the longfin koi. I have a lot of customers that only have longfin in their pond. You can pretty much nowadays get the same color in longfin as you can in regular fin koi.
I mean, what really caught my eye was those like really dark gold yellow, the longfins.
Yeah.
That's what really caught my eye when I was first looking at these tanks, but I mean, a lot of these koi are absolutely stunning. And we move on over here.
And then here's some standard fin koi, some of the nicer koi. And then this is the higher, so-called higher price koi. That's not koi. It should be. That's a female Yamabuki, Genrin Yamabuki.
Love the color. And these can go into the 1,000 range, right?
Yeah, these can go very, very, very high. I'm looking for one particular one. She doesn't really fight very much in the net.
Okay.
I call her Boat. I've had her since she was a little kid.
How long does it take for
Well, here's Boat, right here. Just show us.
like when you first got like for this one, for example, how long does it take to get from maybe like I don't know,
Boat is
to get
5
to the
years
size?
old.
And how big was
I
this
got her
one?
when she was 2 inches.
Wow.
Can I pet her?
Yep, you can pet her. Ooh, feel that.
Oh, it's very slippery.
Yep, that's their slime coat to protect them from disease. But that's Boat.
Wow. I really like the size.
Wow, she's so pretty.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that's about it. So thank you, Tom, so much for letting me tour your fish room. Tom, you are the president now of the Hawaii Fancy Guppy Association. They meet twice a month. And you guys have a Facebook page?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page.
Yes.
We meet every other month.
Every other
Not
month.
twice a month, but every 2 months.
Okay, yeah.
So our next meeting will be the second Sunday of March.
Yeah, so definitely if you're on Oahu, definitely come out. This is my first meeting. I enjoyed it a lot. And you can see all of Tom's amazing fish. So thank you, Tom, and thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.